So I am ride foreman over at Outlaw Run. We inspect our trains every morning whenever we come in, make sure the wheels and everything, all the bolts are good. We walk all of our upper track. There are 89,000 bolts on this ride that we will look at every morning.
How many bolts?
89,000.
Each one individually, you guys look at?
So when we walk track, we have binoculars. We look up each and every upright, check all the bolts, make sure that none of them are backing out, none of the heads are coming off of them. We inspect all the lumber. It's about a 2-hour process just to inspect the track. It's about an hour and 15 minutes to get the upper done. We walk the lift every morning. It is 162 foot all the way to the top. So there's quite a bit whenever it comes to this. Check all the booster motors, all the brakes every morning. So it's quite a feat.
Can you write it and notice if there's something not?
Yes. Yeah, I've worked on this ride for 6 years, and it's gotten so bad now that whenever I'm leaving Branson, my GPS tells me that home is here. And there's so much.
Yeah. You're going home.
I am going home.
I say work.
I would imagine with a wooden coaster too, it would come a whole new set of challenges versus like a steel coaster.
It is. Every year we have RMC, which is the company that built the ride.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain Construction.
Rocky Mountain, yep.
Rocky Mountain.
They come out at the beginning of every year. They will tighten every bolt on the ride, so they will go through every 89,000 bolts, and they will make sure they're all tight. They will go through. We will inspect the track. Actually, next month we will do our semi-annual track inspection. We'll go through everything, make sure that there are no cracks. We also do that, of course, in the mornings, but we get more of a hands-on because we climb the entire track around.
I never found cracks.
Oh yes. Yeah, the worst year that we had was probably 3 years ago, and we had 168 cracks.
Yeah, you got shut down for a while.
Yes, yeah, we was down for almost a week for them to get it all. So a lot of them are just like stitch welds. So as the track goes across the stack, there are stitch welds every so far in the track steel itself. A lot of those will crack just from the expansion and contraction of the steel.
Okay.
There are bolts that actually bolts the track in. Those are just an extra protection for it. So if one of the stitch welds breaks, it's not like the track's going to come off, but it's just kind of that extra protection, but it still has the bolts in. So, but yeah, we do that in August is when we do our semi-annual on that, and then RMC will come through at the beginning of the year, and they will inspect the track again fully, and then we will repair whatever needs. We do normally somewhere between 35 to 70 pieces of track steel that we will replace every year, just due to the wear and how much it has dipped in or anything like that.
So you all replace it, or I'll see somebody replace it?
Nope, we actually have a company called Langton Welding.
Okay.
They are subcontracted through the city that they will come out and they will replace all of our track steel. They've been doing this for years, over years, so.
What's the best seat on time on Outlaw Run?
Well, time traveler, I can't tell you because I'm not a big fan of the ride. Because it's not mine, but you know.
What's the best seat, smoothest seat, best seat? Outlaw Run.
Okay, so me personally, I like the front seat. I mean, you get as it's coming over the drop, it gives you more of a hang time there just because the back end has to catch up, so you kind of hang there for a second before it finally goes. If you want the fastest seat, that will be the very back seat. If you want the smoothest seat, be in the middle of the train.
Good old train.
The back seat is the fastest because it whips you around the most, but it is also the roughest. I mean, because there's nothing behind it keeping it.
Yeah.
We have shocks on our trains, and I don't even have one here, but on our bogies, which is our guide wheels and our f-stop wheels, there are shocks that sets on those bogie carriers that sets inside the chassis. They're tight to the guide structure, but whenever it comes around, yeah, there's There's nothing behind it to keep it from. So, if you want a thrill, back seat's the way to go. If you want smooth, go to the middle. If you want to exhilarate your ride, go to the front.
Are y'all running 2 trains today?
We are.
Okay, because I remember yesterday. Okay.
Yeah.
Yesterday
So
was-
yesterday we was working on some wheels on our lead axle and stuff. So we only had one train to
Perfect.
give them yesterday, but.
Perfect. Which train is the best train?
So the fastest out of the 2 is train 1.
Train 1.
And it's only by about a half second. We try to keep our trains about the same speed on both of them. But yeah, train 1 is about a half second faster. On average, we run about 68 mile an hour. On a good hot day after we have waxed, you will get up in the 75s to 70s.
That's a significant. That's a big difference.
That is a huge difference. It'll gain anywhere between 8 to 10 to 12 miles per hour.
It's gonna be 94 degrees, guys. So that's how I know. So you run.
So when you ride, do you have any time riding?
Sometimes. We're trying to.
Sometimes you ride and feel
Yes,
something.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So we try to do it at least twice to 3 times a week that we will ride
Okay.
in the mornings whenever we're before we open it to the public.
So
We
when
will
you
ride
ride,
just to.
like you really sit there like, oh no, that bump did not feel. We need to stay.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
believe that.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we can definitely tell. Of course, like I say, as many years as I've worked on this, I've rode it quite a few times. And yeah.
I bet you got some stories.
You sit in the
Everybody love your job. Everybody love your job.
They do. Yeah. They I'll meet people in Branson. They'll be like, so what do you do? And I'm like going, oh, we're getting $7 seat. What do you do there? And I tell them I work on Outlaw Run. And depending on the age, the older people that I talk to, yeah, I ain't riding that thing. I said, yeah, I get that a lot. That's okay. But
Like in the morning it would work as your coffee, it's like ride it and like, whoa, I'm awake now.
yeah, but I still have coffee.
Yeah. Do you guys have any more questions?
So when it runs all day,
Yep.
it feels fast at night. So does it speed up throughout the day, or is that just...
So it does. So first thing in the morning, the track is still trying to heat up. The grease in the wheels is still trying to heat because as it sets overnight, that grease hardens back up. As it runs throughout the day, the wheels will all loosen up. The track will get warm, and if whatever track wax is still left on there, because we wax the track with a product called track wax.
The whole track?
Well, we started out with 4 sections, so about 60 foot of the track. Don't even get me lying because I don't even know exactly how much track there is, but there's a lot, as you can tell. We will do 60 foot of it, and we have figured out that that is way too much because the train speed on that one was over 80 mile an hour. And you will make it to the brake run, and then the train will overspeed because it's coming through the brakes too fast and it shuts everything down. So we try to find that happy medium. So roughly somewhere, like I said, between 75, 78 mile an hour, we can keep it from falling out. We have run 34.5 seconds around the track.
They pull the boat off to the
That's
side
where
for
we will
me,
hit our
so
overspeed
they
ball.
didn't tell me which one.
At 42 seconds flat, that's where we will hit an underspeed, which means the train is going way too slow. So, yeah, it's very tough to navigate. I mean, it's a lot of trial and error whenever it comes to trying to keep your train speeds up to where the guests are enjoying it, but not so fast that you're going to leave them setting out of transfer in 100-degree weather going, really? I'm suffocating here.
Right. Well, I think we're going to switch out with the next group. Are you guys ready to head down that way and watch some cycles?